Bhutale Srimadi Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschata Desatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shivatsadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Come on, everybody. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna.
Mataji.
Hare Krishna, everybody. Whoever wants to read can have your hand raised. And before that, very quickly, the chapter 50 of Krishna book is what we are reading. And it's Krishna erects the Dwaraka fort. So we are talking about Kamsa's death. And obviously his two wives who happen to be, the children of Jarasandha become widow. And Jarasandha as a father, who's a king of Mahada, becomes very upset and angry with the act of Krishna. Without even thinking how bad Kamsa was, he feels that Krishna has done injustice to his two daughters. So he tries to take revenge, and therefore Krishna's enemies, technically, nobody can even be worthy of his enmity. But still, these are pastimes, and he continues. So what happens now is Jarasandha now has decided to spotlight and hit on entire Yadu dynasty. Considering this, Krishna does not wish to continue to be in Madura, and he vacates and plans to re-establish his kingdom in Dwaraka. So there is a huge army which he prepares, and that's all what we said. And the beauty of Krishna is everything about him. That is why he's called Purusha Uttama Purusha. And 15th chapter of Bhagavad Gita talks about that. The speciality of him is even a bad thing told towards him, he always takes it in a positive way. Very unlike us, right? We take even good things in a negative way. But Krishna is so sweet and humble that Jarasandha says really, when he even criticize him, like he says, Purusha Adama, which means that you are the lowest or the horrible person, right? Horrible among all the Purushas. But, Saraswati and everyone, it gives it a feel, and Krishna takes it as Purushottama, which means he's a Uttama Purusha, best among the Purushas. I'm so sorry. Hare Krishna. Yeah. So with beautiful chariots, Krishna was fully equipped with drivers, weapons, and all that. And they arrived to the open space. Krishna saw these things, right? He saw the two chariots present, and immediately Balram, who's none other than Sankarshan, and why he got the term Sankarshan is he moved from the womb of Devaki to Rohini. So and this is what happened. So does anybody know what is the age difference between Balram and Krishna? Would you know what is the age difference between Balram and Krishna? Take a guess. Chat is open. You keep typing. Meanwhile, we'll keep reading. Yeah, Shwet, go ahead, dear. You can read this.
Mataji, we have to start from next he turned, Mataji.
Okay, this way. Okay.
The next he turned towards.
Yeah. Yeah, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare Krishna everyone. Next he turned towards Balrama and addressed him. You, Balrama, if you like, you can fight along with him. And if you have patience, then you can wait to be killed by my arrows. Thus, you can be promoted to heaven. It is stated in the Bhagavad Gita that a Kshatriya can benefit in either of two ways while fighting. If a Kshatriya gains victory in the field, he enjoys the results of victory. But even if killed, he is promoted to the heavenly kingdom. Can you scroll up, Mataji? Little bit. See? No, Mataji.
You have to check your phone because it's already scrolled up. This is the para you're reading, right?
Oh, yeah, Mataji, sorry.
Can I raise it still?
Okay, Mataji, thank you. After
Not even.
hearing
Yeah, continue.
After hearing Jarasandha speak in that way, Krishna answered, My dear king, Jarasandha, heroes do not talk much, rather, they show their powers. Because you are talking a great deal, it appears that you are assured of your death in this battle. We do not care to hear you any longer, for it is useless to hear the words of a person who is going to die or of one who is very distressed. To fight with Krishna, Jarasandha surrounded him from all sides with great military strength. One who, as the sun appears, covered by cloudy air and dust. Krishna, the supreme sun, was covered by the military strength of Jarasandha. Krishna's and Balrama's chariots were marked with pictures of Garuda and palm trees, respectively. The women of Mathura all stood on the tops of the house, till and gates to see the wonderful fight. But when Krishna's chariot was surrounded by Jarasandha military, for the 1 minute, Mataji.
Yeah, can you say?
Yeah, Mataji. Krishna's and Balrama chariots were marked with the pictures of Garuda and palm trees, respectively. The women of Mathura all stood on the tops of the house, palaces, and gates to see the wonderful fight. But when Krishna's chariot was surrounded by Jarasandha's military force and was no longer visible to them, they were so frightened that some of them fainted. Krishna saw himself overwhelmed by the military strength. Jarasandha, his small army of soldiers, was being harassed, so he immediately took up his bow named Saranga. Hare Krishna Mataji, can I
Yeah,
read?
yeah. Let me just explain till there, and then if anybody wants to read, can read, or you can move ahead. Yeah. Thank
Okay,
you so much.
Mataji,
Very
thank
nicely
you.
read. So you know what? Jarasandha is not only irritated, but he's criticizing Krishna in three ways. First, what are the? Do you remember what are the three allegations which he has against Krishna, which we read yesterday? Or any one do you recall? What are the three things which he criticizes Krishna? So the first thing is he says you are not even a
That he
Kshatriya.
has hidden his birth, that
Correct.
he has hidden the birth, Mataji.
Yes, very nice, very nice. So he connects that to Kshatriya. So he says you're not a Kshatriya because Nand Maharaj is a Vaishya and so are you. So first point. Second is it's called Gupta, right? Vaishyas are called Guptas. You would have heard the surname Gupta also very prevalent in North and in Mid India. So he says Gupta means Gupta. Gupta also means secret, right? So he says you had a very hidden childhood, right? You were hidden. And third, he says that you killed your own uncle. No doubt the uncle killed his nephews, but that's not come out. But this has come. So these are the allegations which he had. So all this three put together makes him a really bad person according to him, and he disqualifies Krishna to be equivalent to fight. So normally there is a saying, right? So anybody who fights will fight with someone whom you're equal with. Not those days, even present days when you fight, they say when you fight in boxing, they will see a 5 kg difference. So basically boxing is different. It's mid, small and high. But in karate, they see a 5 kg difference in terms of the weight of the person with whom you fight. So that is followed from those days. So Kshatriya will not fight with someone whom he feels is too young or too small or incapable. So he now rejects Krishna on the face that he is not worthy of being fought off because he is not even a Kshatriya. Now Krishna in turn replies telling it's not worthy to fight with you because you're anyway going to die. And what's the point in talking to someone who's in distress, right? So this is what happens. And even though Jarasandha is surrounded with huge military, it doesn't matter, right? So Krishna is like the sun, wherein sun, when it comes out, the clouds will appear as if it's covering the sun, but nobody can cover the sun, just that, right? So obviously, the supreme sun is Krishna, and he is actually, all this covering, all the military strength of Jarasandha is just like the smoke or the dust or the cloud covering him. So obviously, Krishna and Balram in the chariots, they are marked with Garuda. Why is it marked with Garuda? Why is
The
Krishna
power of
carrying?
energy, Mataji.
Sorry?
The power of energy means how the eagle is very
Okay,
known
very
to
nice.
sing from up. Uh,
Yeah, very nice.
Mataji.
But one more thing is Garuda happens to be the Vagana of Krishna also, right? For Vishnu, if you
Yes,
see
Mataji.
the vehicle. So he has that, and Krishna's chariot is surrounded by Jarasandha's military, and all are charging. And when the women, they're all going to their terrace, we also see, right? If there is any confusion, what we do is when there is any fight, we quickly used to go and watch in the terrace when we were small. Likewise, they are very curious to see what is happening. And some were so frightened seeing the size of the army of Jarasandha, and they almost fainted. And and Krishna saw the strength, and his army was very small, right? So immediately got the Shringi, we say, right? Sharangi. So the bow he immediately takes up, because he is not able to tolerate distress which is caused to any of his people, whether the soldier is a small soldier or whether he's a big devotee. Krishna does not care. Do you remember another incident when Krishna takes a weapon in his hand when he sees distress of his very favorite devotee? Which is Krishna's very favorite devotee? Or who
Arjuna.
is that? Huh?
Arjuna.
Absolutely, Arjuna, Haribol. So, what does he do? What does he do when Bhishma, approaches Arjuna to attack?
Krishna, he picks up the wheel of a chariot.
Yes, so
And
Krishna picks up the wheel of the chariot, and the wheel of the chariot is so powerful that and he has already taken the vow that he will not take any weapon. But in spite of that, he doesn't care about his vow, he doesn't care about his promise. But when he sees his devotee is distressed, he just focuses only on his devotee and immediately he marches. Now, on the counter, what would we do? If I was there, or if any of us are there, we would go hiding. Either we will, if we are more Krishna conscious, we'll hide behind Krishna, or if we are less Krishna conscious, we will run away. What would you do, right? Run away, right?
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah. So would I. So, but Arjuna, on the contrary, holds Krishna by his waist and he uses full strength and stops him, one hand on the leg and one on his hip. And he's withdrawing Krishna from attacking. And he knows if Krishna does not counter, his life is in stake, but he doesn't care. This is the beauty of the exalted devotees, because they are just not worried about themselves. Arjuna could not even tolerate the smallest name which could actually, or even somebody criticizing Krishna, he could not tolerate. Though externally they are friends and they appear in the friendship relationship of rasa, and they externally have argued, have fought, there are situations when Krishna will ask him for Gandiva bow and Arjuna would refuse externally. There would be times when they would be fighting, eating out of each other's plates. There are situations when Arjuna had stretched his leg very close to Krishna's face while in a conversation and he almost dozed off. And literally, it was like Arjuna's leg was on his face that they could not even tolerate, I mean, Rukmini could not even tolerate the sight of such a thing. But all that apart, the love and respect he had for Krishna is so high, which we cannot understand because we are not even close to that. Which is why many of them criticize Arjuna, especially when we are in level 1 course. They will tell, why not Arjuna? Why not Kamsa? Why not Yudhishthira? And bottom line is, it's Krishna's choice, right? Whom he chooses to be a friend. Do we like anyone telling, why not this friend? Why do you have this friend? No. But we are so judgmental that we want to decide whose friendship Krishna has to accept. Right? So that is the situation we are in. And that is the exalted position which our Arjuna is in, right? So he doesn't mind dying, but he does not want Krishna to. So that's the kind of competition constantly the Lord and the devotees are. Endless fight they have in terms of telling Krishna shows more love, devotees show more love. So they keep competing, and that's an never ending competition, right? They are still going on. So now he sees and he takes up. So if anybody would like to read this para, please, you can unmute and read.
Hare
Anybody
Krishna
like?
Mataji, Tanvat
Hare Krishna,
Pranam.
yes. Please go ahead. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. He took his arrows from their quiver, and one after another he set them on the bowstring and shot them toward the enemy. They were so accurate that the elephant, horses, and infantry soldiers of Jarasandha were quickly killed. The incessant arrows shot by Krishna appeared like a whirlwind of blazing fire, killing all the military strength of Jarasandha. As Krishna released his arrow, all the elephants gradually began to fall, their heads severed by the arrows. Similarly, all the horses fell, their necks severed, and the chariot fell also, along with their flags and the fighters and drivers on the chariot. Almost all the infantry soldiers fell on the field of battle, their head, hand, and leg cut off. In this way, many thousands of elephants, horses, and men were killed, and their blood flowed just like the waves of a river. In that river, the severed arms of men appeared like snakes, and their head like tortoise. The dead bodies of the elephant appeared like small island, and the dead horses appeared like sharks. By the arrangement of the supreme will, there was a great river of blood filled with paraphernalia. The hands and legs of the infantry shoulder floated just like different kinds of fish. The hair of the shoulder floated like seaweed and moss, and the floating bows of the shoulder resembled waves of the river. And all the jewelry from the bodies of the shoulders and commanders seemed like many pebbles flowing down the river. Mataji,
Hare Krishna.
can you please
So,
scroll
yeah,
up
I'll
for the
scroll.
second
Yeah, just
paragraph?
one second. So they are showing the speed of Krishna, right? So if Krishna tries to attack, so you can imagine what is a kind of scene. Yeah, go ahead. Hare Krishna. Can you
Hare
see?
Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Yes, Mataji, from Lord Balram.
Yes.
Lord Balram, who is also known as Sankarshna, began to fight with his club in such a heroic way that the river of blood created by Krishna overflooded. Cowards became very much afraid upon seeing the ghastly and horrible scene, and heroes began to talk diligently among themselves about the heroism of the two brothers. Although Jarasandha was equipped with a vast portion of military strength, the fighting of Lord Krishna and Balram converted the whole situation into a ghastly scene far beyond ordinary fighting. Person of ordinary merit cannot estimate how it could be possible, but when such activities are accepted as pastimes of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, under whose will everything is possible, then this can be understood. The Supreme Personality of Godhead creates, maintains, and dissolves the cosmic manifestation merely by His will. For Him to create such a vast scene of devastation while fighting with an enemy is not so wonderful. And yet, because Krishna and Balram were fighting with Jarasandha just like ordinary human beings, the affair appeared wonderful. Thank you,
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna. Very beautifully read and very beautiful para. So basically, what are they talking about? To Krishna, no doubt, is super. Now, Balram, is already Bala, both spiritual power and physical power. And he, known as Sankarshna, fights with a club. Already the river is flooded with blood, but now Balram is now doing this. Now, just imagine a scene in the road, even if we see an accident, right? We feel very yuck kind of a feeling, right? We are very uncomfortable. It lingers in the mind and all that. But the difference is these are material. However, what is happening here, Krishna and Balram are spiritual. So even when they fight, right, the chivalry exhibited, not then, right? Then we can understand. People would be very happy because they speak about chivalry, they talk about greatness of the Lord. But even now, among us, what we feel, we are so excited, right? We are so gladdened to hear and read all this. We don't feel, gee, I don't want to read this chapter, I'll skip. Do any of you all feel, I don't want to read this chapter, it's very gashy, I want to skip this chapter?
No, Mataji.
Right?
It is
No,
interesting.
Mataji.
Yes, but but otherwise, even a normal thing, if we want to see in materialistic thing, we just don't want to see. Forget over there. Even in the TV, right? Yesterday we were saying that let's watch this Bhopal factory bus. I was telling he, no, I don't want to watch. It's a very horrible feeling. But whereas this one, as we are talking, we are able to see. Can you all see? We see Krishna in his chariot. Now he's taking his Sharanga bow, and one side Krishna wearing his lovely outfit, which is his yellow garments, and with his kirida, which is his crown, approaching Jarasandha's huge, military. On the other side, we have women attracted by him, watching from the terrace, from the roof, and few of them fainting with the very thought what will happen out of anxiety. And we see on the other side Balram with his extremely beautiful, magnificent body. And Balram is one of the most beautiful avatars. There are 3 avatars of Krishna which are very beautiful, and one is Balram, and the other 2 y'all are going to guess. And now he takes the club and he now destroys the balance. So, it's a very ghastly scene for people who are cowards, right? They feel, oh my God, it's a horrible scene. But the devotees, right, start relishing everything. Why? Because everything about Krishna is spiritual, and that is the glory of Krishna. So now can you guess who are the other 2 who are considered to be the most beautiful avatars of Krishna? Balram was the only one I guessed. The other 2 I did not guess. One you'll know, one to pakka most of us won't know.
Narasimha Mataji.
No, Narasimha is not known for beauty. Very beautiful, 3 of them.
Shri
Shyam
Ram.
Sundara.
Shyam Sundara is Krishna himself. He is an avatari. So we are talking about
Shri Ram.
Vishnu Tattvas, Krishna's
Shri
expansions.
Shri
Sri
Ram.
Ram is very handsome, but Sri Ram comes not under the category of beauty. He comes under the categorization of famous.
Okay.
Sri Ram is, all are good looking. See, there is no doubt. All his avatars, not only Narsimha, even Varaha avatar, which is a pig version, is supposed to be very beautiful. But particularly 3 of them are highlighted in Srimad Bhagavatam as the avatars of beauty, as, what do you call, constants of beauty, 3 of them. One, everyone will know. One more. The other one, they will not. Ram is also handsome. Everybody, that's what I'm telling. Even Varaha avatar, which is a pig boar incarnation, is considered to be very, very handsome. Right? So not that way. So Ram is also very handsome, but exclusive beauty is explained for Balram and 2 more. Any guess? I'll give you one clue. It is not the male gender. He took another avatar which is female.
Mohini
And Lord
Murti.
Shiva. Mohini avatar. Mohini avatar, the display of beauty was so much that Lord Shiva, who is considered to be exalted devotee and absolutely someone who cannot be attracted by materialistic women, even the most beautiful, even his own wife, he's never disturbed, but he got disturbed with Mohini avatars. That was the beauty of Mohini avatars. Second, now third one. So this is not my interpretation. This is in Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 3. Verse, I don't know. Third one, any guess? Third one, I didn't get. I did not even know, actually. Any guess? Just take this.
Vamana.
Absolutely, bang on, Vamana. I did not even come close to Vamana. That was so nice. Vamana, I did not even think it will be Vamana because we normally have a perception. We think dwarf means how he will be. He'll be like all. But Vamana is considered the third, one of the 3. So I can't say there's no order when it comes to Lord. It's considered as the, beauty personified. So he was so cute. That is why anyone who saw him were so pleased. Right? So Vamana was not born as a small child. He was born as Vamana from the time he was born. So that is the beauty of the Krishna Kada. And thank you so much. With this we'll end. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha anantakoti vaishnav vijay Srila Prabhupada vijay Namacharya Haridas Thakur vijay. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. I will be traveling 3 days, technically tomorrow and day after. I will log in from my mobile. I'm not very sure if I'll be able to record. We'll see how it goes and we'll take it forward. So I'll drop a message if there is any change. But as of now, everything should be fine. We will connect at 9 a.m. tomorrow, 9:10 tomorrow, same time. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Hare Krishna
I'll end the
Mataji.
Hare
meeting.
Krishna
Hare Krishna
Mataji.
Mataji.
Hare
Hare Krishna
Krishna.
Mataji.
Dandavat
Hare Krishna.
pranam.
Everybody